Welcome, Slinery. What is that? Okay. Love. I don't know what's happening outside, but it's the loudest thing I've ever heard in my life. It sounds like an earthquake. We're southern Louisiana, so there's no earthquakes. You finished? Okay. Welcome, Slinerinos, to another video. Today's video is going to be short, sweet, kind of informative. Honestly, it's in here because it's 40 degrees outside. We're in southern Louisiana. I'm not used to 40 degrees. I was actually supposed to go scout a location at City Park for a shoot coming up, but it is 40 degrees. It is wet. It is miserable. I don't want to do it. So I'm doing this instead. Like I mentioned in my other video, I do have a photography company, Second Line Digital. So I thought it would be a cool idea to show y'all what I have in my box, what I use for my business. I've seen a lot of other channels. They have like millions of pieces of gear, which would be awesome. I would love that, but you don't really need all of that. I mean, some things you would need is situational, but just for like running gun, like you can make money with very few items. That's what I do. I mainly do real estate photography, but I do headshots. I do on-scene stuff. I do lifestyle stuff. So here's what I have. First things first, you have your camera, right? Now, what I'm going to show you is my evolved gear, what I worked my way up to get. This is not what I started with. This is pretty good gear. I started off with like mid-range stuff, and I'll like link little pictures of what I first used when I started off. But for the camera, we have the Canon 5D Mark IV. This thing is a tank. It is beautiful. It is awesome. It's expensive, but it is worth it. You have a full frame sensor. You can shoot in 4K for video. It takes very high quality RAW photos. And what I do is I shoot in RAW all the time. You know, I'll export in JPEG, situational, export in many different formats. But the Canon 5D Mark IV, I think, retails at like $2,300. It's already paid for itself, so it is well worth it. If you don't have a big budget, I wouldn't start off with this camera. If you do have a big budget, definitely start off with it. It's user-friendly, it's easy to learn. But this is what I use. This is my baby. I use this to shoot videos. I use this to do photography. I use this for everything. I use it as a paperweight. Like I said, it is a tank, and it's more than capable. There's probably like a lot newer cameras out now, but this thing is beautiful. They don't make them anymore either. Like, I don't think they're gonna make the Mark series anymore. I think they're going more towards mirrorless, which is cool. I don't have a mirrorless camera. I bought this, it's like a year ago, 2 years ago, and it has done me right up until today. So, yeah, like I said, if you have a big budget, go for this. If you don't have a big budget, don't go for this yet. You can start off with something much smaller and work your way up, and you can make money with mid-range things. You just gotta find your little niche. All right, so that's enough with the camera. Lens. I got this big bad daddy. This is the Canon 16-35. It's a IS series lens. I use this bad daddy for my real estate photography because you need those wide angles. I don't really ever use it on 16 millimeters because it's like fisheye, but like 18 to 20, I use it. This is great for real estate photography. It is also great for just anything if you know how to use it. I've done headshots with this and it came out beautiful. I've shot in videos with this and it came out beautiful. Whenever I do real estate videos, I use this also. I use it on from 24 to 35 millimeters, depending on how I want it to come out. But yeah, I think this retails for $999. It's another expensive thing. Like I said before, I didn't start with this, but it is beautiful. If you have a big budget, go for this, or even better. But yeah, Canon 16-35. Like I said, I make the majority of my money on real estate photography, so like I splurge a little bit for a good, wide angle lens, just to set myself apart. Next lens, let's get on to it. I'm rambling. I have the Canon Pancake 50 millimeter. This thing is tight. It's like $129 and you can do all kind of stuff with it. Like I do a food series with my brother and I shoot with this in 4K and it is a beautiful, beautiful prime lens very sharp, very responsive. The autofocus is amazing on it, and it's cheap. So that's most important. It's cheap. It's like $129 for a great cinematic lens. Like you could do anything. I'm gonna shoot a whole short film with this, and it'll come out looking amazing. So yeah, Pancake. Another big, giant thing is for my outdoor shoots, man, is a B&W filter. This is like a what do they call it? It's like a UV filter. So like outside, whenever I'm taking pictures of like the outside of a house, put this bad daddy on, and you could, maneuver it to block out some of the sun, some of the like the deep highlights, the bright places. Use that. This comes in handy for like window pulls when I'm doing real estate photography. When the sun's coming through the window, I'll just jimmy that joint right over there, and it'll block it out some. Not all the way, but it blocks out enough for the picture to come out good. So yeah, a UV filter when you're doing real estate photography and outdoor photography, stuff like that. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. Like I said, like I make money with that setup. Like I don't have a million pieces of gear that I'm taking like a thumbnail of, you know what I mean? Because you don't really need that. And like when I first started off, I don't want to ramble, but I'll give like a brief history of how I started. Cause like never in a million years I thought I'd be a photographer, like ever. I never even thought about photography like that. So like, boom, 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 boom. That's the beginning of the story. Just make up whatever you want. I started working at a music studio. I was an engineering, producing, writing. We went to like Nashville to record an album, whatever. And through doing that, I fell in love with videos, like making videos. I was like, dude, I want to be a director. I want to make videos. Like I always loved movies. I had a friend that like did acting and was like into the short film thing. And I was always on the music side, producing, engineering, writing, singing, songwriting. Hence, this channel used to be my music channel. It still is. I still do all of that stuff. I'm about to do original scores for a short film my friend has coming up. Anyway, more into that. But I fell in love with videos, so I started making videos on my phone. And I was like, yo, quality's whatever. It's cool, tight, still creative. But the story's all over the place, and I'm sorry, but like I'm in a fantasy football league with my friends, and we put up some money, and I won it one year, and I bought a camera with it. I bought a Canon T6S. The Canon T6S started everything. Cheap camera, not cheap mid-range. I paid $600 for it. It's like probably $300 to $500 now. So I started with a Canon T6S just for videos. So I took a deep dive into that, not knowing what actually goes into like taking pictures and doing videos, because there's like a lot that I needed to learn. So like if you want to get into photography and like videography and production, you need to learn, because like you could have all this beautiful gear and not know how to use it. So like I got some mid-range gear and like did crash courses, did master classes to learn how to use this thing. And that turned into like real estate photography. I don't know, like it's crazy. Like my brother was doing real estate, and like I'll get more deep into it, but like it turned into me doing that. So I started learning how to do real estate photography. And in me learning how to do that, I started learning all kind of other things, and it's just like a butterfly effect. I started doing this, and it turned into this. Now I'm doing YouTube videos. I'm doing vlogs. I'm like about to start a production company with a friend of mine that does sound for movies. He's in the movie industry. And it's all cool. So like, if you're scared to start, or like you don't know what to do to start to get into photography or videography or just the digital world, just get a camera and learn. You can get a cheap camera and learn. You get a cheap camera and make money. Like my first setup was a Canon T6S, which is like, it was $600 at the time. Like I know that's still not cheap, but it's not $2,300 like the one I have now. But that $600 camera paved the way for me to be able to afford the 5D Mark IV, which is $2,300, the $1,000 lens. I think I had, so my first setup, to go back to it, was the Canon T6S, and then I had a 10 to 18 millimeter crop sensor lens for Canon. And I mean, I started my journey with that. I was shooting everything I possibly could. I would take pictures of everything, and I would edit. I used Lightroom Classic, that's my go-to, and then Photoshop too. And I would take master classes. I'd find deals on master classes, like wait till they go on sale for $20. and stuff like that. And I just took every class I possibly could. The most I ever spent on a class was like $200, but it was a super advanced class. And like I said, I started making money with it. And if you don't know where to start there. Just get a camera. Go meet people, make friends, take pictures of everything. Take free pictures and just show people, because it could turn into something. But yeah, I just want to do a quick short video, because I said in my other videos I do own a photography company, and I want this whole channel to be based around photography and music and production and sound. Because I do all that too. I still produce music. I still make beats. I still score films. I still have like little tidbits on that. I still write music. I make up songs. I do a whole bunch of stuff. And I want to share it with you guys. I just want to share my journey that I've been going through for years with you all. And maybe like you learn something and start doing it too. Because like I love this industry. I love this part of life. And like if I can inspire somebody to get into photography or get into vlogging or get into shooting videos, like do it. It's super fun. It's like it takes all stress away. You have like a mission. You have a goal in mind. It's fun. If you're into it, you love it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I hope you found this video informative. If you like me or like videos like this, thumbs up, subscribe. You have to say that, subscribe. So, because I'm trying to do this every week. I have a bunch of other insights of like me scoring a film. I'll have a video of scoring a film or, doing Foley for a film. Like I said, one of my friends is a sound guy and he's worked on Disney films. He's worked on a couple A24 films, a Netflix film. So I do a lot of stuff with him too, which that's going to be fun. And I don't know, man, just ramp up for the future. I'm planning on doing 1 million videos of just life. Of like I did a golf video the other day, which is like not focused around anything. It's just having fun. I just want to do this to have fun, but I thought I'd make an informative video for you guys to like understand. You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. Like I said, I never knew I was going to be a photographer. Now I make money doing photography. It's wild. It's the craziest concept I've ever thought of in my life. But yeah, again, I hope you liked the video. If you did, subscribe and like. I'll see you guys next time. I'm gonna go do the scouting at City Park for the video shoot, for picture shoot, photo shoot, whatever. I'll bring you guys along. I'm gonna go do this. It's around Christmas time right now, so we're gonna do this Christmas thing. I'll probably bring you guys around for that too. But yeah, I don't know. Ramble. I'm like running out of breath, but ramble over. Hope you enjoyed. I hope you found some light at the end of the tunnel. Whatever that means. Boop, boop, boop. Cringe.